This is my shower that I'm remodeling here, and today I want to talk about the niche. I'm actually using the easy niche that I purchased online from a company in California, and I want to show you a couple of advantages on this. First, I can remove it, and I want to show you what I did in order to accommodate this niche. First, you can see 2x4 and 2x4 here and 2x4 here. I didn't have anything here. In the back, you still have to see the sheetrock here. This is a paper of the sheetrock, it's brown. Okay. This niche actually cost me $25. It's a 8-inch by 14-inch. And the nice stuff on this niche is that first, it's very easy. You can see, you put it in. You already have the slope. You need to use, this is a paper that tells you have to use a modified thin set. It's already a waterproof, and I want to show that it's a waterproof. Let's prove it.
So what I'm doing here, I just wash it before I'm going to install it, but I want to show it's a waterproof.
I fill it with water, as you can see here, and I just want to show you there is no water leak. Now, this thing you cannot do when you actually construct your niche yourself. Let's go back and show you the other things. If you look at the back of this, you can see the instruction how to install this easy niche. So let me show you. If I put it here, okay, here, that's the easy niche here. You have to actually put silicone here around this easy niche here on the frame, or you can actually put it here. But usually I prefer to put it here. So after you put it with the silicone and press it nicely, you actually can screw it with Hardy Baker screws. You have actually 6 screws to screw it. And then you can start tiling it. Now, if you're going to build stuff like that, it will take you a lot of times, and you always run to a risk that it's not waterproof. You cannot actually test it if it's waterproof. And let me show you what happens if water is going to leak here. Here is the sheetrock in the back. It's going to have more than mildew, which all then will spread around this wall in the back, and you're going to have more than mildew that you have to take care of after that. The other advantage with you have a box that you can walk out of the box. Okay, so what I mean here, I can put it now here, and I can tile it. The difficult part to tile outside of the box. Let me show you. So I already cut a piece of tile here. It's going to be here in the bottom, as you can see. Now what I want to show you is, because there is a slope all over the direction here, this tile is not really straight. You can see it. Here and it's actually 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch a slope. That's because this niche is coming with a slope already. So here I put it here. Okay, and look at that. I already cut my mosaic, and I can put it here. Okay, and I can actually take the small pieces that needed here and put them here. Okay, so you can see I actually put it out of the box. Now I can actually go and use thin set and stick this mosaic properly without any problem to the niche. Put this one and that one and let it dry for a couple of minutes, and then I can take this niche and put it inside the hole. Here is the hole. and continue from there to do it. That's one you cannot do. You cannot do with if you're going to build your own niche. So this is the advantage that you really have with a niche that you buy online. In addition to it, you have other size for that, so you don't have any problem with sizes. If you have different sizes, there are many other sizes. What I want to show you now is the slope. If I will put a level here, you can see, if I put it here, you see I have to take it up in order to level it. That meaning we have a nice slope here. Now I'm going to check if the water are actually going down. So I'm going to put first the tile here. If I take water and I pour it, a little bit of water, let's see what happens. See, all the water are going down toward the shower drain. So that's it. No water actually left here. Nothing. So this is meaning that this niche operated properly. I'm using this power grab. So actually what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stick this tar paper to here. The depth of this hole here for the niche is exactly 4 inches because it's the depth of the RD Baker here, and together with this 2x4 it becomes exactly, if I measure it, exactly 4 inches. But the depth of the niche it's a 3 3/4. So as a result, we have a space between the back of the sheetrock here to the back of the niche. So what I did here, I cut a tile here. As you can see, this tile is exactly 1/4 inch, and I put it here inside. And this tile I'm going to use as contra or support for the niche on the back that actually fill up the vacuum, or the space between the back of the sheetrock and the back of the niche. So what I'm doing here, I'm actually using some kind of a glue here to glue these. I don't need to use thin set because I just wanted to be there stuck to this tar paper. So I'm actually using here kind of a glue. It's a glue really. It's glue also strong. So you can see I just take it and just spread it here. I need to put more a little bit. I'm using this power grade. I'm putting a little more here, just that it will hold inside properly. So after you can see, this is the tile, so I'm just going to force the tile to go in. So this tile is really stick now to this paper, and it's going to fill up the space or the vacuum that between the niche and the sheetrock. So if you come close to it, and you can see, I'm taking out the niche and put it inside. It's going to tilt the hand, and there is no vacuum here really between the niche and the wall and the back. So the next step is to take this and this piece and to tile it here. That's what I want to show you how I'm going to do it. So the first thing I'm going to put the easy notch here. And now when I put it here, you see the easy notch is on top here. Okay? Just put it here. I don't put silicone yet, I don't do anything yet. Look what I'm doing. Now I'm going to put thin set. So remember, I'm using a modified thin set. You have to use a modified thin set, and I'm using a non-sag modified thin set. I only put it in the bottom. The only place I put it. So what I did here, I actually make a bed mat for thin set. So now what I'm doing here, I'm actually putting thin set on the tile and I'm going to push inside. That's the tile. I'm taking a 3/16 notch trowel and just level it. That's the way it looks like. You don't really need a lot of thin set because it's very flat. No problems. That's come from the factory like that. So just put it here and it's going to stick forever. Just clean it before you put it. It's always good. And remember the way it looks like. It's going like this and like that, like a triangle. That's because of the slope. So now what I have to do, I just want to put it in. Just push it in. Okay? And let it stick. Okay, so now the most important things. That's going to be my threshold, so I want to have it to get flat here. That must be flat. So it's really flush with the niche here, or the surface of the niche. You don't need to put it more because you already have the 1/16 here. That's going to be excellent. Just to put it, just to make it flush with the niche, just to make it sure that everything is proper. It's good, very good. After I install this bottom tile, remember this tile going until the end. Here, I can just now take advantage on the niche. What I can do with this niche, I can take it down, and I'm going to install now the mosaic here. And I'm going to put it like that, and just put the mosaic. Okay, let me show you how I'm doing it. So now I'm taking advantage on the niche that I can actually move it. And I can install the mosaic here that you see here in this niche. It's going to be by far easier because if you're going to install it when this is vertical, the mosaic here by gravity will go down and you have to actually put a lot of spacer. It will never look nice like if I'm going to do it here on a horizontal surface. Let me show you how I'm doing it. So I'm going to actually hit a non-sag thin set. Now I really want to spread the thin set all over. That's important. So I'm using a 3/16 notch. You really don't need a lot of thin set here because it's flat, this niche. But I'm going to put also in the back of this mosaic. So here I put a little bit of thin set on the back of the mosaic, just to be sure that it will stick forever. So I'm using even a smaller notch, I think 1/8 of a minute, just spread everything. So we finished doing it, and now we can actually put it inside the niche. Now press it a little bit, lightly, but I want to make sure that the spaces between the mosaic are the same. Okay? You can see even it's difficult when you actually work on a horizontal surface. Just imagine how difficult it's going to be when you're going to work on a vertical spaces. Just from gravity it will fall down. However, I just press it a little bit to make sure it's inside. Okay? I can use this flat arrow just to press it a little bit before I want to make sure that the spacers here are maintained. You really have to push it. Now we can actually give it a little bit of push, a little bit, not a lot. Let's make sure the mosaic is inside properly, which is inside. The only thing that left is this part. This part I can actually just start putting them inside. So I put a little bit of thin set on the back of this mosaic, and now it's going to be a little bit challenging to put it, but I think I will manage it. So here, the 2 pieces, the 3 pieces, now I have to put this 2 pieces. I want to show from close proximity how does it look after I install it in the niche. As you can see how nice it looks. No issue whatsoever. So let's leave it for like 5 minutes until it will become a little bit harder thin set, which is a non-sag thin set, and then we can actually continue with our work. 10 minutes pass, and I can take it like this and show you what's going on, and everything is perfect here now. And now what I want to do is, if you look here carefully, and you can see there is a gap here, and a gap here, and a gap here. Okay, it's a space. So what I want to do, I want to go and actually seal it with silicone here. Because what's going to happen is, tile will come from here and will cover this area. But you're going to have your space. You don't really want water to go to these spaces. So what's nice in that, because I have this niche that I can play with, I can very easily go and pocket here with silicone here and here, and that's going to be sealed from water to penetrate here to this area. Let me show you how I'm doing it. element. It's called cockroach. I'm forcing the silicone to the space and I remove it. Using the other one here. This is one done already. Second is done. So this is the last gap. It last here to seal. You see the gap here. So I'm going to put silicone. Same thing I did before. Using these tools. It's finished. So I finished caulking with the silicone. This is the silicone I use. GE clear silicone, neutral silicone with these two bars here. You cannot hurt anything. And it's actually 7 years mold free. In 30 minutes you can start working. And what I want to show you here is from close proximity you can see how nice it looks. Where the silicone here and here and here. So what I'm saying is the niche that I actually bought from the internet have a lot of advantage, and it's very easy to work with. You can actually silicone it, and don't be afraid about silicone coming here, because I'm going to use a blader after that. If there is any remain of silicone, I will take it out to the blader. But there is nothing here because these tools take everything till the last piece. But I will go with the blader and see if there is anything else. Show you after it. Okay, 30 minutes pass and now we can actually pick it up. You can see I can put it like that, no problem. Everything is perfect. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in the hole where it should be. Okay. I don't put silicone, don't do anything yet. The most important thing to see if it's level. This is very important. If it's not level, we have to level it. So if you look here, you can see how level it is. Okay. I did it. Look here, you can see how level it is. Okay. It has to be level. Okay. So now I can actually go and actually attach it. I can go and attach it to the wall here, which is Audi Baker wall, but before I want to show you something. Okay, so if I'm going to take this and put it here, like that, okay, and I'm going to put a level. Okay, if I put the level here, if you come from the other direction, if I put the level here, you can see it's flat. If I put it here, it's not flat. I can show you, I can prove in 1 second. So if I take this roller, it's 1/16, okay, and I put it here, you can see I cannot push it inside, but if I go down, I can easily push it. That is because of the manufacturing. When you manufacture it, there is a curve here in this area, small curve, probably between 1/8 to 1/16, probably 3 divided by 32. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put here silicone that it will attach to the tile here. See this tile? Because currently everything going perfectly. Otherwise, if I will put it back here, okay, and somebody will press it, you can see it's actually moving. But when I'm going to put silicone there, it will not move anymore. That's very important. So what we need to do now, we're going to install it here in this hole, and what we need to do, we need to actually put silicone here and around the flange. Okay, we have to put around the flange, not around here, because the manufacturer said to put it only around the flange and then stick it. So that's what I'm going to do now. Now from this direction. So here I put quite a bit. Now I need to take it and put it in the box. So I'm actually picking it up. Lightly, slightly pull it in. Push it. And push it. Now you can't even press it in. Just make sure it's level. It's level 100%, as you can see. So now what we need to do, we need to take screws, and I'll show you what screws. 1 5/8 Aldi Baker screw. You have to use 1 5/8 because it's a half an inch Aldi Baker. Okay, so I'm going to actually have 6 screws. I'm going to drill them inside. You always start from the center when you actually. One. Just make sure it's keep level. Yeah, it's keep level. You can see a little bit of silicone went out here. What we're going to do, we're going to clean it with these tools, and that's it, it's done. So what I'm doing here, I'm drilling, really, before I'm going to put the application. 1/8 of an inch drill. It's difficult because there is, in these two, there are 2x4, and the 2x4 here that I have around, it's actually treated wood. It's quite tough to go with a Aldi Baker screw to it and somehow. That's it. Okay, we put 6 screws here, 1 2 3 1 2 3, and as you can see the silicone coming from here, a little bit of silicone, and there was also silicone from here and from here. If you look, that's excellent because it says that we actually sealed everything. So I'm going to clean it with these tools. And you can see, oops, how much silicone we have here. I can use this blade just to remove an excess. So that's it. So now if I press my finger here, it's very strong, cannot even move. It's excellent. Now we just stay just to file it.